haul again right there in the bag. And again, this is the camp. I'll probably go ahead and harvest that for a little bit of a fire platform. I will. Geez, I don't know. I really don't want to take that dead tree down, so I'll probably leave that right where it is. And again, it's not. I always try to minimize my impact out here. So just because something's dead, if I don't need it, it's not going to come down. It's going to stay there. You know, there's no need to go He-Man style or Viking style and start knocking every dead thing down in the woods. I've got plenty of kindling that's just fallen. I've got my Fatwood, I've got trioxane, plenty of fire starting materials. I've got my Gerber multi-tool on my waist. I've got a folding blade with me as well. I've got a Bic lighter, which you guys saw me light that Fatwood with. And so I got plenty of resources with me. I don't need to take any more from nature than I absolutely need. And that's what I'm going to do. I go through this this section just kind of scouting around in probably a 10 or 20 foot radius just to see what I have to work with. And even though it's late February and, you know, a lot of the stuff is dead, you know, poison ivy's dead, all that stuff is dead. You still don't want to mess with that stuff, but a lot of the prickers or briars or whatever you want to call them are dead. But every once in a while you walk through, you know, some of this stuff is obviously dead, but the prickers are still on it. And man, I walked through this about 5 minutes ago, and I learned a pretty quick lesson on how something can be dead yet still extremely sharp. So just keep that in mind when you guys are walking around. But I'm going to go ahead and clear out this area a little bit and kick back and relax. So there you go. Make a little pine needle tea, hopefully, and that'll be that. So thanks for coming along, guys. Let's go ahead and get to work. All right, I think we harvested some good stuff. Really like the saw, and nothing too special about it. It's got the double tooth, cuts forwards and backwards, but you guys get the idea. Very efficient way of harvesting some wood. Much more efficient than hacking away at it. As fun as it is with one of those larger bladed knives. So let's process some of this and see what we can't do. First, I'm just going to go ahead and take off this wet bark. See just how wet everything is on the outside. And that's what you need to get past to get to that dry wood on the inside. This wood that I'm going to use for my fire platform is most of it's fairly dry. But check it out. See that wet? That water? You got dry on the outside and it's just slowly working its way in. So that's what you want to look for when you. But the outside of these things, I can promise you, are very, very wet. You can tell because the bark is just saturated with moisture. The best way, I think, or that I've found to make fuzzy sticks or feather sticks, or to, you know, if you're going to be taking bark or stripping wood off, is to, if you can hold the wood solid against something like the ground and keep your arm locked. This is my right arm, obviously. Keep that locked and hold everything constant, and just use the weight of your body to just force that knife right down on the wood. That's a real quick and easy way to shave the wood down to where you need it to be. And I'm a fan of less movement with blades. Certainly not samurai style out here, so less movement with blades reduces the chance of an errant swing or something along those lines. Also, and I do this sometimes just out of habit, old bad habits die hard, I guess, but you don't want to put your hand or your knife out like this. Is actually the wrong way to do that kind of work. I mean, finer style work, if you're notching something, like if you're going to notch the end of this, you can have your hand there, but really what you're using is your other thumb to push and, you know, notch that if you were going to bevel the end of this. But if you're doing this kind of work or making feather sticks, you want to have a firm grip on that knife. And I've got really soft ground to work with, so I'm not afraid at all to go right down into the ground. This is just really, really soft pine needles and leaves. So this is going to be actually my baton, so I want to take the bark off of this just so it's not flying off and around and in my eyes in a survival situation. That's not what you want to be doing, is fishing stuff out of your eyes. So take as much off as till I'm happy. And ideally, the best batons are live ones. But you know, if you're in a survival situation, certainly go ahead and use absolutely use what you need. But if you're not, which I'm not, you know, a dead one is more than fine. I hope anyway. If I was in a rocky area, I would be doing this on wood. I would probably just split a couple of these. I wouldn't bother taking the bark off at that time. I'd just split a couple of them and use those for go ahead and use those for a platform so that my knife wasn't going into the ground. I don't care what kind of steel it is. If you're hitting rocks and stuff like that with it, I think you're going to be unhappy with the results. So if you can, build a little platform. But again, you know, I have you can see just how soft this ground is that I'm dealing with. And also, if the bark is dry enough when you're using it or when you're taking it off, go ahead and use it for kindling and stuff like that. That's all good. It's all good kindling.